Yo, what is up, you guys? I'm DeAndre, and this is Dre and Jay, and subbing in for Javante for this week's CBM talk. I have my boy Alex Solis, who y'all remember from some previous ones that we've done, and also from his show, The Final Drive, which we're a part of, where we talk sports content. So yeah, very excited to have you on here today, Alex. How you been, bro?
Oh, good.
Yeah.
About as well as I can be, obviously. Good. I'm excited to be here once again. When you texted me, come on the channel, I said, hey, day and time. That's all I need. Especially with the news that just dropped here the last couple days.
Yep.
It was an easy, no brainer question to come down and chat about the news that's dropped.
Facts. Which the news that's dropped has been Deadpool 3. We finally got our look at Hugh Jackman in the Wolverine costume. And we're going to talk about that and among other topics involving Deadpool 3, such as Jennifer Garner joining the cast as well. But let's talk about these set photos, bro. Because first off,
Perfection.
just even, like, not even talking about Wolverine, Deadpool.
Touch up.
Which, yeah, because Deadpool, I think, to me, is like top 10 comic book suit of all time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think as far as translating from comics to live action, it's one of the best. It's practical. You know, he actually wears a suit. The only thing that they do CGI with is the eyes. And I didn't think they could do any better. And they touched it up. It looks cleaner. I like the red. You know, this one actually, you know, when he says that line, like, you know why I wear red or whatever? Just that way bad guys don't see me bleed. And all that shit.
Now they really ain't gonna
Now
see
they
it.
really can't see it. Like with this type of color. And I also like the belts.
Mm-hmm.
The eyes look better. It's just so much better. I love it.
It's like I'll be Javante in this instance. Uncle Kev took Ryan Reynolds and said, "Hey, your suit is good in the Fox universe. Like it's a really good suit. I can do better.
Yeah.
I can make it more." And I think for the X-Men characters in general, I think it's because I know obviously when you see the suits go in live action for any superhero, they're a lot more gritty and less colorful.
Right.
And that was the big gripe we had with the Fox X-Men universe was that they're just not the X-Men uniforms. And I get it because all of them are bright and colorful, and it's hard to pull that off.
I mean, we did get a glimpse of it in fucking X-Men Apocalypse at the very end, which that didn't lead to shit in the very next movie.
They got them stupid X jumpsuits.
Yeah, oh my god.
But not even talking about
Disgrace.
not even talking about Wolverine, but Deadpool. I'm like, you pulled it off. Like you made the bright colors work for a superhero, and it worked. It looks like I thought.
Stunning.
Yeah, like you said, like I think the Fox's was great, and this is you one-upped it somehow.
I think it's like a Pedro Pascal. Even though I hate that goddamn god awful Wonder Woman 1984 movie, but it's like Pedro Pascal's character Maxwell Lord. The suit is good, but it could be better, and that is what we got with this.
Or to keep it in the X-Men verse when in First Class when Magneto's asking Raven to show the real Raven.
Oh yeah,
Show me the real Deadpool.
Show me the real Deadpool.
Perfection.
Yeah. Because I mean, amazing.
God.
Amazing. Yeah, I gotta give him props, bro. I gotta give him props on this. This shit looks good. But now the big one, Wolverine.
Daddy.
Because even when a couple days ago, when they were talking about what his suit was going to be, and they mentioned long sleeve, I was like, oh, they're already fucking this up already. Like, I don't know how it's going to work, bruh. And
It looks good. It looks great.
It looks good. Because you know it's funny because a lot of people back then always talked about, like, oh, man, Wolverine's suit would never work in live action. The colors wouldn't work in live action. And seeing it for the first time,
It could work.
it's stunning, bro. It's just...
And I'll be honest with you, like, my gripe isn't even with the sleeves.
Oh, yeah, facts.
Like, my only small gripe, and it's not even like a gripe, it's just like a preference. I wish the belt wasn't yellow around.
You wish it was black?
Black or even blue, but like that's like, because that's the first thing I noticed was like, the belt's all yellow. Like, the sleeves, they're there, and I can guarantee you in the movie they're going to make some joke about it, or like, they're in like a deserty kind of environment, and he's like, it's too damn hot, and we take these sleeves. Like, something's going to happen, but... Thank you, Kevin Feige.
I know.
Thank you.
I don't say this often, but you did good. You did good, Kevin.
Now let's just
Thank you, Uncle Kev.
Let's make Hugh the new Robert Downey, the face of Marvel. Honestly, don't even give me secret. Don't give me multiverse stuff.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Like what? Like make him the new face of Marvel?
Nah, bro.
He needs his time.
He is done after this movie.
No,
you can't
bring it back.
You can't. As much as I like Hugh Jackman, he still ain't the comic accurate Wolverine. Like that's what I'm hoping we get with the MCU Wolverine, which is the short 5'3" version. Although I don't think they ain't gonna cast no actor that's 5'3". I don't even know any actors 5'3" that could play. But like someone in the short range, like a 5'7", 5'6" actor.
Nah, bring Hugh back. I'm good with that.
Nah,
I'm cool with that.
Nah,
I'm bringing Hugh back.
They can't.
To me, he's like Robert Downey. Like you can't bring back Iron Man. If you do, it's got to be Robert Downey. Right?
See, this is why they didn't want to. This is why they didn't want to bring Hugh Jackman back in the first place, because they knew they were gonna get people like you. No, you know what? Let's keep him.
Keep you.
Let's keep him.
No, let's send Hugh.
Bro, he has to go.
Send Hugh and Ryan to Earth. What is it? 8 or what is it? What is the MCU in?
Are you talking about
what universe is the MCU?
I thought we were 616. I think. No, that's the one that we claim
9 or what?
It's 9.
Send them both to that universe in the end, and let them build the X-Men in the MCU.
Nah, bro. No.
Yeah, that's all they gotta do. But
so you don't recast the whole X-Men, but Hugh Jackman.
I would bring back either Fassbender or McAvoy or Xavier and McKellen.
Nah, bro, you gotta.
If they want to come back and be Xavier and Magneto one more time.
No, bro, you gotta start out with the new cast. Have a young cast come in, man.
I don't like change.
I know, bro. I know it's hard. Like I love Hugh Jackman. Don't get me wrong, but like when they have the X-Men show up in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and it's their X-Men, the mutant saga. I'm pretty sure that's what they're gonna do. I want my own X-Men team.
That's fair. Regardless, we get him in the suit. Like that's all we could have asked for, right?
Yeah, and that was a bit teased too. With the Wolverine, with that shit
in a deleted scene.
So, I'm glad after all these years we finally get it, man. Because
it looks like it works.
It's beautiful, yeah.
Like both of them, like it's bright red, bright yellow, and it looks so good.
And the yellow and blue just mesh as well. It's a nice contrast. I do agree. Like the black belt would have probably made it stand out a little bit.
Like I don't mind the sleeves necessarily. Just the first thing I saw was the belt is yellow, and I didn't like that.
Yeah.
But still,
and I'm excited to see how he looks with the cowl on. Like, I wonder if they're gonna do the white eyes, or if they're just gonna leave the eyes exposed.
You could do either way.
Because like they do the CGI with Deadpool's eyes when he's expressing himself. So I mean, they could do it with Wolverine as well.
I just feel like with most heroes, at least in live action, like with the cowl, it's always been the eyes exposed.
Yeah, like Batman. Shit. Why do Batman with white eyes?
Well, I guess Daredevil's aren't. And She-Hulk, they weren't exposed.
That's true, blind. But he's blind. Yeah, so it wouldn't really need it.
He's blind. You're right. Yeah,
like that. Like you actually want to cover the actor's eyes, so you can. It doesn't look like he's seeing. Although, what's his name? Charlie Cox did a great job of pretending to be blind because I actually.
It's true acting.
Yeah, that's true acting, bro. There are times I actually thought he was. Back when I didn't know him like that. But yeah, I can't wait to see what he looks like with the cowl on.
They already have me sold. No matter what else,
Fats,
whatever else comes out. I'm tired of leaks, by the way. I'm tired of all the leaks. I want to be surprised.
Same.
But these costumes alone, you have me sold no matter what.
Yeah, it's gonna look awesome, bro. Yeah, I didn't think we were gonna get this, bro.
It's so good.
So good. Now we can actually really forget about X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Yeah, and I mean again, like I know a lot of people and they're probably right. Like I think Hugh Jackman, his story should have probably ended with Logan.
Logan, yeah,
because it was the perfect ending for that character, right? Like I think that was the perfect send off. But I think we all thought if you're gonna bring it back for Deadpool 3, you have to get it right. And this is a great start. Like the costume, the accuracy to the comics, sticking to it. That's probably about as great a start as you could get.
Facts. And I will say this about the cowl again. Like I hope that because they showed like his back in the photos. And it looks like he does have like the pull up cowl.
Okay, yeah, okay.
That's what it looks like to me when I see like the back of him right here. Like, let me see, because that's the only way you can do Wolverine.
Yeah, with the cowl, I guess, kind of attached.
like a little hoodie.
Yeah.
Because, God, bro, I will fucking riot. Well, I'm not going to riot. That's too dramatic. But I will fucking hate it if they do that bullshit nanotech mass digitally comes on.
I'm so tired of those. I'm tired of... And I understand, like, I guess for a character like Iron Man, it made sense throughout the MCU because, you know, his tech just gets more advanced. But, like, Black Panther didn't need a nano suit.
Bro. Like, I love Civil War Black Panther suit. That is the peak Black Panther suit.
It's the peak Black Panther in general.
You're not wrong.
That's the peak Black Panther in general, but yeah, I agree.
But the way, like, even in Civil War, when he's first like showing his who he is behind the mask, and like he did claws, like the claws, you know, come in and takes it off. Like that's cool, bro.
Like you see the bullets when he first comes on, they're from the helicopter, they're shooting at him. You just see them bounce off of it and ricochet.
Yeah, bro. It's just like,
or even Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, just always pulling the shit off and having it on his side or holding it, you know.
Because he had the Stark suit, which that was CGI, but then like just them like an actual costume just works. It works.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, Star-Lord is another character where I'm okay with
his helmet. Yeah, for
that's
sure.
another one too, but. It shouldn't be like a familiar thing where every fucking superhero has that shit. Just
for nanotech to be so advanced, and you know, initially only Iron Man had it. Everyone else just seems to have nanotech lying around.
Facts. Yeah, let's look at this article. Heroic Hollywood. In the latest Deadpool 3 set photos, Ryan Reynolds is spotted in his familiar red and black suit. On the other hand, Hugh Jackman, an actor synonymous with Wolverine, is seen donning his traditional yellow costume, which was unveiled in the first official image from Deadpool 3. In previous Deadpool installments, Ryan Reynolds has humorously referenced Jackman's Wolverine, often in a jesting manner, with the set photos confirming Jackson's presence. Marvel fans can now expect some of this banter to come to life. Deadpool 3 once again features Ryan Reynolds as the Merc with the Mouth, with Hugh Jackman co-starring as Wolverine. The two characters have a long history in the comics, but the two haven't shared the big screen since 2009's X-Men Origins Wolverine. The first two Deadpool movies were produced by 20th Century Fox before the studio's acquisition by the Walt Disney Company. Deadpool 3 is being written as the first movie in the series set within the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Yeah. And
you get to give your shout out to Ryan Reynolds too, man. Like, this is a guy who had a vision for Deadpool 3.
He's been working to get this.
Yeah, and like Disney has kind of, you know, notoriously Disney is very like, here's how we want it to go. This is the flow. Mm-hmm. You know, this is what you got to do. All Star Wars. You know, when they bought Lucas, they told them, I have a script for your new trilogy. Just go with it. And they said, no, we're going to do our own thing. But like Ryan Reynolds has been very adamant in that if you want this to work, it has to be my way. Let me have the major say what happens. Bringing back Hugh Jackman and kind of having a lot of fun with this movie. So just shout out to Ryan Reynolds for sticking to it, because he really does care about the character.
For sure.
And wants it done right.
For sure. And I mean, I think even as fans, like you don't really have to... It's not like Deadpool 3 has to be the perfect movie or a great movie, you know, in a way. Like, I think a lot of people are just going to see this movie regardless because of the fact it's Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds. Deadpool, Wolverine.
And Deadpool can talk.
Wolverine's wearing the iconic suit, you know, it's just...
Deadpool's mouth isn't sewn shut.
Yeah, like I know, like with the Flash and like, you know, they brought back Michael Keaton, so everybody thought, oh, with Michael Keaton back, people are going to go see this movie. I think it's two different things when you have Hugh Jackman and Michael Keaton and comparing them to.
Yeah, and I mean, even when we saw the news was first announced that Keaton was coming out, we were all like, okay, we were all born way after the Batman came out, so like we didn't grow up, nor were we as attached, because I think when we grew up...
Because we had several other different Batman along the way after that.
Yeah, it was, for us, it was Kevin Conroy, who to me is like the textbook like that's my Batman.
Right.
And then we had, you know, Christian Bale, like we had other versions. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, Wolverine, it's been Hugh Jackman for the last 20 years. Like, we grew up watching X-Men, and so it's different that way.
Exactly. So I think people are going to watch. People are going to be pulled into theaters for that fact. Like, I don't think it's going to be one of those, well, just because Hugh Jackman's in it, I'm not going to be watching. I'm like,
I mean, it's like Spider-Man. Like, when you knew Tobey and Andrew and, those other villains are coming back, what was the selling point? Was it to see Tom Holland grow as Spider-Man, or was it because Doc Ock, Green Goblin, Tobey and Andrew, you have me sold?
That was it. Pretty much, yeah.
That's all you had to show me in the trailer.
That's all you had to do, bro. Honestly, and even because they're showing a lot of shit, which I admit. Like, I do not want to see any more future castings. Like, please,
I want to be surprised.
I want to be surprised. At least, even if they do leak it, I don't want like actual confirmation from like Hollywood Reporter and Variety actually reporting and confirming this shit. Like, just leave it to be speculation. Because when they announced that Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire might be in Spider-Man No Way Home, neither actor confirmed that shit. There was no news article that confirmed that shit. So going into the movie, I was still like, I wouldn't say surprised, but I just had a better reaction to it.
Like, a more natural, authentic reaction.
Exactly.
It's like, and it makes me wonder, like, what kind of NDAs did they sign when Endgame came out? Because, like, not a lip of information about Endgame came out until after, after the premiere.
Man, Kevin Feige, bro. He got he got snipers on every roof.
He said, "Hey, nobody's telling anyone a damn thing about Endgame and what's gonna happen."
Hey, Kevin Feige's like Amanda Waller, bro. For the actors, for every actor that joins Marvel, he implants like a thing in the back of their head. So if they reveal secrets, blown. Tom Holland just happens to be great at Spider-Man, which is the reason why his head hasn't been blown off.
What about Ruffalo?
Oh yeah, Ruffalo's been leaking shit too. Hey, he's on
Infinity War.
Hey, he's on his last wheels. Just know that.
No, they said, hey, so we just got Hulk back, so we kind of need him. We can't recast Hulk a third time.
Yeah,
people are gonna notice.
That is true. But even adding on to the news, because there was this past week with Deadpool 3 and how it's going to feature Jennifer Gardner's Elektra return. So again, heroic Hollywood. 2 decades after first gripping Elektra's twin size, Jennifer Gardner is making a spectacular comeback to the Marvel Universe. The beloved actress is all set to don the crimson garb of the iconic Marvel assassin for Deadpool 3, as revealed by The Hollywood Reporter. Jennifer Gardner initially portrayed Elektra in Daredevil, a 2003 production by 20th Century Fox. Despite Daredevil's lukewarm response, Gardner's powerful portrayal of Elektra led to her standalone spin-off film, Elektra, released 2 years later in 2005. Remember, for Ben Affleck's portrayal of Daredevil, the original 2003 film saw Gardner and Affleck come together for the first time. Despite its box office performance, Daredevil is recognized for introducing Gardner's Elektra into the big screen. Gardner's return as Elektra, paired with that of Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, indicates the involvement of the multiverse, a concept recently introduced and explored within the Marvel Cinematic Universe. A multiverse perspective allows multiple versions of characters to exist simultaneously, hailing from different timelines and realities. The return of these loved characters from the past Marvel movies suggests that Deadpool 3 might tap into this realm, blending the old with the new for Wade Wilson's third cinematic outing. The first 2 Deadpool movies were produced by 20th Century Fox before the studio's acquisition by the Walt Disney Company. Deadpool 3 is being written as the first movie in the series set within the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, yeah, I mean, this was one of the last characters I expected to
of all the
see.
people.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
and I think Affleck was rumored too, right?
In his Daredevil?
Yeah, I think it was rumored to come back. Well,
shit.
So it makes it interesting, right? Because I think we know, obviously, they confirmed pretty much everyone except Cable from like Deadpool's movies are going to come back, except for Cable and Domino.
They're bringing Domino. They're bringing Dopinder,
Colossus,
Negasonic Teenage Warhead, Kimiko,
Blind
or
Owl,
Yukio. I think what was it? Was it Kimiko or
Yukio?
Yukio. Yeah.
And Blind Owl, or the old blind lady.
And what's the name? Peter.
Yeah,
mustache. Yeah.
Sugar Bear. Yeah. Yeah, and then so they're gonna come back, right? I think it's gonna be kind of obvious that some of the Fox X-Men.
Because I heard that Channing Tatum would come as Gambit.
That would be so funny.
He had that planned Gambit film that never happened.
And I mean, so I think this could. I have a theory, one of 2 theories, right? So I think one, This is gonna be Deadpool's way of, you know, the comic Deadpool kills
the Marvel universe. Yeah, you're telling me
he's
Deadpool
gonna kill
kills
the
the
Fox.
Fox.
He's gonna kill the Fox. The Fox
because
universe.
there is that set photo with the 20th Century Fox in the background.
Yep. So either that or in Loki, when we get introduced to and I forget what it's called off the top of my head. That's the realm where all the things that aren't like the things that are outside of time that get sent, and they're sent there. So the other Loki variants were there,
right? Like the what's it called? I know Yellow Jacket's helmet was there in. The
Thanos Thanos chopper.
Yeah,
the Thanos helicopter. Yeah, like all the obscure things at times that aren't supposed to be there get sent there. So,
like anomalies.
Yeah. So is the entire Fox universe an anomaly at this point? And maybe at the end they kind of merge, which will allow them to kind of pick and choose which Fox people they want to bring into the MCU. I don't know, but
yeah.
Regardless, it's going to be funny. Like I feel like the opportunity for jokes and jabs that Deadpool's going to have at everyone in this movie, the opportunities are going to be endless.
Because especially with the time with what he acquired at the end of Deadpool 3, Deadpool 2, which that was probably the best part of the movie was, the end credits to him going back in time, shooting fucking that trash ass Deadpool from X-Men Origins Wolverine, shooting himself, Ryan Reynolds, for reading that Green Lantern script. Like that shit was the best part of Deadpool 2.
And what does he tell Wolverine of that when he's like, "Hey buddy, You're gonna retire, and old Wade's gonna ask you to get back on the saddle. You do it, you just could up a laugh at that entire sequence at the end.
Exactly. Yeah, that shit was funny, bro.
And again, I mean, that leaves the perfect opportunity for the TVA to get involved if that really is where it's gonna go.
Yeah, because the TVA's involved in this. Owen Wilson, Mobius, he's gonna be in it.
I saw a tweet that said. It said, "What if Deadpool sees Mobius and he goes, huh, you're not a vampire?"
That would be pretty funny.
But yeah, the jokes and the jabs about all of Fox's failings and shortcomings are going to be shown in this movie. I feel like
facts. Like I like the first idea of him killing off the Fox universe
one by one,
and then he sneaks his way across. That's how he sneaks his way into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like I don't know, maybe he has to make a deal. Like, hey, in order for me to join the Marvel Universe, I got to kill off this Fox universe. So. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta do it. That would be cool. I do, because I know Halle Berry. She isn't confirmed, but like they showed a picture of her on Instagram, white hair. So the X-Men, I wouldn't be surprised if they're in it. If they're in it, that would be kind of cool to see, especially with them with the comic accurate costumes. Like imagine Halle Berry with the all white, like.
Or James Madison can come back as
Cyclops, oh my god.
And not have the stupid, huge binocular visor.
Jesus, bro.
Or, it's gonna be a fun movie. Like, I feel like this movie, they're gonna let loose and say, hey, Deadpool, you're no longer employed by Fox. Any jokes and jabs you have in the book, just feel free.
Exactly.
Go crazy with it.
And I know a lot of people have been complaining especially about multiverse movies and just bringing all these characters in for cameos and, for the nostalgia. But I think out of all movies, Deadpool could do it because, it's... I don't know. Deadpool's movies, especially when he joins the MCU, I don't think he'll ever have, movies that are really, integral to the Marvel Cinematic Universe plot line,
Right.
So, you can do all this wacky and fun shit with him if you wanted to. It works. I know that there's some movies like Doctor Strange. While I love the cameos and I love them, the whole multiverse part, I just felt like it kind of overshadowed some things as far as the character development from Doctor Strange in the first movie. You show Mordo in the new reality, in the new multiverse reality that they were in, but we never get an explanation on the current Mordo.
Right, because he was hunting wizards.
Exactly. Yeah. We never got that. So, and the only movie that ever did cameos right recently, I would probably say Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
And No Way Home, too. I guess,
Well, that too.
Spider-Man in general.
I think, Spider-Man nailed it because Spider-Man, especially Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, I loved it because it was still integral to the plot. They showed all these Spider-Men. Why? Because they wanted to establish that, hey, with the Spider-Man, there's always a canon event. So they showed all these Spider-Man with their canon events, so it made more sense.
Right.
So I could see some people being like, well, this is just clickbait nostalgia to pull people in.
And again, like, I think, at the end, if, say if this movie does merge the Fox universe with the MCU.
I mean, it's not merging.
Well, not merge, like, like, if Deadpool is going to get some...
Deadpool is coming over.
If he's going to come over, then you have to have all these other characters involved.
Yeah.
Because you can't just have Deadpool and not, mention the Fox X-Men or Elektra, whatever role she could play, or Daredevil, or whoever.
I think for the Deadpool's sake, especially like if, let's say he goes into his next movie, which is in the MCU, like he can reference those characters. I don't think the MCU will ever acknowledge those characters.
Well, yeah, but I think if you're gonna get him over, they have to be involved somehow, some way. I feel like, and like in Deadpool 3.
Oh yeah.
Like they play a role in this movie, but then after that, it's whoever they decide to bring over.
Right. I mean,
besides Ryan Reynolds, obviously, but yeah.
It's tough, bro.
I'm just kind of curious. Who would you bring anybody over from the Fox universe
into Marvel?
Into the MCU? Yeah. Is there anybody in particular you would want to bring over?
Shit.
Entirely from whether it was the old or the new X-Men.
If there was one character I would fight for to be in the MCU, I'll probably say Michael Fassbender's Magneto.
Okay.
He'd probably be the only one.
Okay, I like that. And I think it's rumored. Because they're going to show Scarlet Witch from the world where
she killed the
X-Men, right? And they say that she's the daughter of Magneto in that world. Ooh. So I don't know. And and also that's the other thing. Like, could Wanda play a role? Because technically, we don't know what happened to the MCU's Wanda. Mm-hmm. Is she dead? We don't know, because a whole mountain/castle kind of collapsed on her.
And she's able to warp realities and shit.
So could she come? Could that Wanda come over to the MCU, and then daughter of Magneto, the mutants? That's how it all kind of starts. Well, technically already has, but like
that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Because even when they bring the Fox X-Men saga into the MCU, like, are you gonna rewrite Wanda? Like, how are you gonna do that with establishing Magneto as her father and Quicksilver?
Right.
So it's
interesting. You have the whole sandbox to play with here if you're Feige. Like, you can do whatever you want with this movie, literally.
Facts. Like me, this movie's gonna be on my most anticipated. I don't really care about. It doesn't have to be perfect, bro. I'm just seeing Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds. It's gonna be a fun movie. They described it as a damn road trip. Steve Levy has directed some really good projects recently. Adam Project I really enjoyed on Netflix. Mm-hmm. He directed a couple episodes of Stranger Things. My only concern is the fact that they're shooting this around the writer's strike.
It would make sense for Deadpool, though. It's just kind of on par with Deadpool.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just like when movies, especially when movies are shooting around the writing strike, and they're actually because they wrote the script in. I think
they just finished wrapping filming. Didn't
they just wrapped filming.
They just wrapped filming.
But they were doing a lot of this process during the writer's strike. And the last time I remember a movie doing that I really was looking forward to, it was Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. Yeah, because that movie took place.
Probably not everyone's most favorite.
It's not
Transformers movie.
Like that movie had I think going into the writer's strike, it had 5 or maybe 7 pages worth of script. And Michael Bay said
it's 10 minutes of film time.
Right. So Michael Bay really had to dig deep into his bag to try to fucking stretch this shit out for 2 hours.
His bag of explosives?
Explosives, bad humor,
CGI, a lot of Autobots transforming in and out.
Yeah, it's just
sell you on that.
And we all know how Transformers I still enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. I still enjoy Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen.
I did too. Yeah.
Away, but if you take away that forest fight, that movie it is rewatchable. I'll be honest with you.
It's tough. It's a tough rewatch.
So that forest fight saved that fucking movie for me.
Right.
That shit is memorable.
I think if there's one X-Men character I would bring over who's not a big person per se, I actually really like Colossus from the Deadpool movies.
Yeah, he's fine.
I like Colossus. I don't know what about him. He's just he's a big Russian who's just he's like a softie.
Yeah.
and him and Deadpool have like that little, I don't know what you call it, like a back and forth kind of thing. Mm-hmm. I like Colossus in the Deadpool movies.
I do want him to have. I do want him to have the ability to change back to human form because that's what like that's what they usually do with Colossus. But like in the Deadpool movies, it's just him always in his metal
like
form.
in Fox, they had him, but the man didn't say 2 words the entire movie.
He did not.
He just goes. He don't be saying anything.
Throwing Wolverine. Yeah, that's it. That was all he did. Yeah. Damn. Nah, my Colossus memory is always a bad one, but I always think about Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
No, when he gets bodied by
Doom, and he's Doom just throwing his ass around like a fucking rag doll.
Missing a leg.
Like, bruh, he fucked his ass up, man.
That's Doom, my first memory of Colossus too.
Like, don't get me wrong, bro. I love Jonathan Majors as Kane. I'm excited to see him as the villain in this next phase.
Dr.
But
Doom's
bro,
different.
Doom is who I am waiting for.
Dr. Doom was different, bro.
That motherfucker was
Ultimate
deadly.
Alliance Doom was a menace.
Bro,
like that man stole the power of Odin. And no one stood a chance. Yeah, but he bodied Claw. I think he turned him evil.
Yeah. He literally almost killed all the superheroes.
Yep.
And then
except for your team of 4.
And then the Watcher saved them all last second.
Yeah, he intervened. Because he saved them from was it the Kree?
No,
he saved your team.
Yeah,
because Earth was absolutely getting destroyed by Doom.
Because I remember that part of the game. It was
with Galactus.
It was after when we were trying to kill Doom the first time and trying to reach him. That's when he like wiped us out and the screen all went white.
Oh yeah.
That was after I think we were on Asgard. I think we were trying to locate him on Asgard, and then after that, that's when we went up to space
to fight the Kree.
Fight the Kree and everything.
Yeah, and then the Watcher was like, while y'all were gone, Doom kind of got the powers of God, and you can imagine that didn't go well.
Yeah.
So I need y'all to come back.
Ultimate Alliance is a memory, bro. They need to.
That game went hard.
They need to. What's it called? Damn it.
Remaster
it. Yes, they need to remaster that shit, bro.
And the second one wasn't bad either. It was Civil War.
Mm-hmm. I liked it. It still ain't. It ain't. The second one ain't as good as the first one, but I still.
No, the roster on the first one was stacked.
Oh, bro. Deep.
And in the Ultimate Edition, you had like Nightcrawler, Doom or Sabretooth, Magneto, Venom, the Hulk.
I remember I had to choose between saving Jean or saving Nightcrawler.
Oh, I said Nightcrawler every time.
Same.
I couldn't. I said
bye Jean, but although I think that if you save Nightcrawler,
Dark Phoenix
comes back, which is even worse. Like you end up fucking yourself in this situation. But hey,
then I remember because I YouTubed it so long ago. If you save Jean, Mystique blames you for killing Nightcrawler, and she kills Charles Xavier.
Yeah.
So I was like, Charles Xavier and Nightcrawler dead, or Jean Grey?
That is true.
The numbers.
And I remember I couldn't save Lilandra. I had to let her ass die too. There are a lot of people I wish I could have saved in that game.
That game went so hard for no reason.
Bruh, always.
Bro, and it's just like another thing I just thought about, like, that makes Wolverine. And I think here's another thing, right? I think when you think about Wolverine, before the MCU, right? Like, I think we can agree, like, growing up, who were the 3 big Marvel heroes? It was probably Spider-Man, right?
Spider-Man,
Wolverine Hulk. I would say Hulk. Because you had the Hulk gloves. Mm-hmm. Like, I would say Hulk was probably or maybe Captain America. I don't know if anybody rocked with Captain America like that.
I mean, I thought
because it wasn't Iron Man.
I thought Iron Man was pretty big, but I mean, apparently to some people, Iron Man wasn't big until Robert Downey.
Exactly. So I think your big 3 were Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Hulk.
Right.
And like to see that suit and the bright yellow with the blue stripes, it's like,
Hey, bro, all I need is that theme. Playing, bro.
And if Feige drops it in shows, it's like, what are you planning over there?
He dropped it in Secret Invasion, bro.
And in
not Secret Invasion, Miss Marvel, yeah.
And in Doctor Strange.
Yep.
So it's like, what are you planning over there, Uncle Kev, with the X-Men? Because I trust you to take care of them.
Right, I'm saying. That's how I need the X-Men to pull up on screen. I just need all of them to and just show me Cyclops, show me Storm, and all of them.
Bro, it's like, honestly, like, don't even give me the multiverse stuff. Just give me Avengers versus the X-Men. Like, bring the X-Men in. They're
from the Foxverse.
No, just like in general. Like, I need an X-Men versus Avengers like movie, like a Civil War type movie.
That would be dope.
Between the X-Men and the Avengers, because like, it's funny how like the Avengers are like loved universally in their world, and the X-Men, it's like they're all hated because of mutants, which is why I hated Dark Phoenix.
Yeah,
The Dark Phoenix, they say that astronaut, and they get praised. I'm like, whoa, my mutants need to be like.
I mean, there were many problems with Dark Phoenix. Let's just be
that was the first 5 minutes of that was my problem.
Let's just be honest. There.
And they used Cyclops like a damn turret.
Oh my god, that movie was.
They had to pull down like a submarine, like and just blast the.
Oh, that movie was.
And they made Charles Xavier a dickhead.
It was bad, bro. It was just.
Ex-women.
I don't even want
it. That's your favorite.
Don't even bring that damn line up.
Hey, we should bring Jennifer Gardner or Jennifer Lawrence back as Mystique.
No,
you're good.
No.
You've had enough.
I'm good.
You're
If you bring back Mystique, give me Rebecca Romaine or Rebecca Ramajan. Give me that, bro. Don't give me Jennifer Lawrence.
You're good. You're good on that.
You're just gonna bring bad memories for me. Whoever wrote that in the script, I hope they're fired.
Maybe they're on the strike.
I hope not, bro.
Maybe they helped write The Flash. I don't know.
No, maybe that god awful. But I'm trying to think what else is there in this movie.
It's gonna be a fun movie no matter what.
Oh, facts. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not expecting too much from this film. I'm not expecting it to be big or like, a great fucking film.
Like a crucial film to
yeah.
I mean, besides Deadpool coming in, that's the only thing, really.
I'm not expecting it to be like, top 5 best as far as like quality,
Might be like the most fun.
Yeah. I think it'll reach that category for sure.
Yeah.
But yes, I think this was going to be good. I think if there's any movie where you can do this and just be foolish around and do all the shit with, Deadpool is the guy to do it.
And like I said, like I don't think like you mentioned earlier, I think Deadpool won't be the type of guy to help them fight Kang. But in between, you can have your fun movie where Deadpool just does whatever he does. Yeah.
And I mean, if you wanted to feature him in some other movie or some other project in the Marvel Universe, Spider-Man would be a fun one. Although you have to tone... Like, if he's brought into a Spider-Man movie, you definitely have to tone down the shit that Deadpool does, which is understandable. I get that.
Yeah.
Because if you read a Spider-Man comic and you bring Deadpool in it... And, like, when you read a Spider-Man comic and Deadpool's in it, you don't really see the shit that you would see in a Deadpool comic, so it's kind of like the same thing.
Yeah, just for sure.
But if you bring him into Punisher, like I expect Deadpool to be Deadpool, and that in other projects and shit. So I'm looking forward to it, and I hope the MCU embraces Deadpool and they finally realize that hey, we can do some dark projects with some other characters too, like make films more.
And they've been kind of hitting it lately. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like I mean, obviously, this phase was a little rough to start out, but they've had some quality projects come out here as of late.
Yeah, past year hasn't been bad. I mean, Ant-Man did come out this past year.
No, that was bad.
That was...
Secret Invasion's been good.
Secret Invasion's been solid.
Guardians I think everyone agrees that's a top 10 movie easily. Top 5 amazing.
For some. The Marvels, I actually like the trailers, I think.
I'm excited for it.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
And Loki, excited for that as well. So
yeah.
They got some things to...
And the suits, too. The suits they've been nailing as of late.
Oh, that, yeah. Hey, that's what happens when you do practical and shit.
That's what happens when you look at a comic book and go, so he looks like that. We can do that.
Yep. And not what they did with fucking Christian Bale's Gore the God Butcher design.
There was a lot of things wrong with that Thor movie.
Yeah, that's one of them.
One of the many.
But yeah, I mean, the one thing I hope just moving forward, I just don't want to see like any more plot leads. I don't want to see no more set photos. That's that is why a lot of films and a lot of Marvel films, like you see them do all this shit behind green screens and blue screens and shit, is because they don't want shit to leak in front of the press,
Yep.
And when you do shit like this, where they're doing out in the desert shooting, you get leaks.
Yep.
So,
and I just feel like it's gonna suck when Secret Wars comes out, because you know how many cameos and characters they're gonna have in those movies.
I'm probably gonna have to stay off Twitter for that.
You have to mute the word Avengers.
Secret War. I'm gonna mute all that for the whole year leading up to Secret Wars. I'm gonna do that
because I can just imagine the number of leaks that are gonna come out. Especially because you're probably bringing back a lot of older characters.
Facts. So yeah, this is exciting though. I'm excited for Deadpool. I think
again, costumes look amazing. Just Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds. That's all I really needed to see. So
I never got that.
Yeah,
because Fox said, "Hey, let's just shut his mouth."
Just like some dumbasses, bro. I don't never understood that.
You gotta love Fox.
Wade,
you gotta love
I
Fox.
see they finally got a way to shut you up. Man, we were robbed. We were robbed.
And now here we are.
And
that
now,
wasn't too. Look at us now.
Yeah, look at us. Who would have thought? Right?
Not me.
we got our reparations back.
We got our costumes finally.
Yep. But yeah, let us know your thoughts on the latest Deadpool 3 news. What do you think about Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds' costumes in this film? And what do you think about Jennifer Gardner returning as Elektra? And what do you think this movie is going to be like? What do you think? Do you have any ideas on what the plot will be like for this movie? Do you kind of see the similar, like Alec and I were saying, with the Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe, instead Deadpool kills the Foxverse? Or give us your suggestions on where you think this plot is going to go with Deadpool 3. And who do you think and who would you like to see return as a cameo for this film?
And if you want to agree with me, feel free to comment that you want Hugh Jackman back in the MCU full time.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro.
Because I am all for. You got me sold, Hugh Jackman, no matter what.
Man,
I need to see it again.
He's eventually, bro. Eventually, he's gonna.
It'll be Old Man Logan in the MCU.
Nah.
We'll do Logan again.
He's not gonna be able to keep that form for long, bro.
It's Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
But he's done it this long.
That is true. That is true. We always count him out, and then he always comes up. So, moving on. Next up, we have the latest on the Batman. So, according to Heroic Hollywood, the Batman director Matt Reeves reveals his goals for the sequel. The Batman was one of the most highly acclaimed superhero films released in the past decade, and Matt Reeves reveals he has one goal for the film's sequel. Directed by Matt Reeves, The Batman was a return to form for the fans of the Caped Crusader who wanted a much more grounded take on the character. Matt Reeves, Robert Pattinson, and the rest of the crew delivered one stellar Elseworlds project, earning it a sequel and at least one spin-off with Matt's The Penguin. When talking about the sequel on Team Deacon's podcast, Reeves revealed his only goal for the sequel. I've had so many wonderful collaborators to work with, and when you find someone who you love working with, you just want to, come on, please, let's keep working together. How much farther can we push it, said Reeves. I've been talking to the Batman cinematographer, Greig Fraser, about, I'm trying to write the next movie now with my partner, and we're doing this thing, and he's like going, let's just push it farther. And I was like, yeah, that would be really exciting to do. Close quote. There are countless ways that Matt Reeves and the rest of his crew could push the Batman Part 2 even further, from upping the stakes to increasing the surrealism to even doing the unthinkable and adding a Robin to a Batman film. Only time will tell how Reeves will evolve Robert Pattinson's Caped Crusader even further. The first movie ended with Batman apprehending the Riddler, who has flooded Gotham City. Details about Part 2 are currently scarce. Matt Reeves is co-writing the script of the sequel with Matt and Tomlin. The heads of DC Studios recently revealed that the Batman Part 2 is set to hit theaters on October 2025. Yeah.
Push it further than the first one. I love it.
Yeah, exactly. Like this could be good because that means superpowered villains.
Yeah.
I know. I remember him saying, like him and Robert Pattinson were talking about like villains they would like to do. Clayface, obviously, is one. Mr. Freeze is another. Quarter Valves. So any of those, I would really much enjoy.
Yeah, because I think the great thing about the first one is that you established, like I said, a more grounded Batman. A Riddler being, he's not a super powered villain per se. So you established the Gotham, the Batman. And just what he can do in this world, in this universe. So now that you've established all that, he could push, like you say, you could push it further now to bring in super villains or whatever it may be.
Exactly.
But
just like, I don't know, like a lot of people have always said, "Oh man, Matt Reeves' Batman is grounded. I'm just like,
I think it's supposed to be.
But even then, like, what in the film really made it grounded? Because to me, I'm still thinking
this shit could include superheroes, you know? Like, it's
Yeah.
it's not real. It's not like Christian Bale's. So far, and even Christian Bale's, like, when you watch the first Batman, like Batman Begins, you still thought to yourself, like, hey, this could involve superheroes in this universe.
Yeah.
When you watch the first one, but after that, then, you know...
The Dark Knight and the Dark Knight Rises, it looked like Chicago.
Yeah, then that shit became really grounded, and you
Yeah.
kind of knew, okay, we ain't getting no superheroes in this universe. But for this, I could still believe that we could get fucking Man-Bat and shit, because there was some shit that he was doing in this first movie that I thought, you know, hey, this was Christian Bale, this motherfucker would have died. Like when in that scene where he glides and he ends up hitting the fucking underpass.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, Christian Bale would be dead.
That's how he gets hurt in the beginning
Yeah.
of The Dark Knight Rises.
Like,
No, but I think, like you had said, like this movie, the first Batman, I didn't think it was grounded necessarily. I just kind of took it as this is a much more in-depth version of the character.
yeah.
Which we hadn't gotten in previous films.
It's kind of like a mix of both, but
Yeah.
it ends up making it better in a way.
And now you can open the door for more cool Batman shit.
Yeah.
Now that he's established, now that he's kind of figuring out who Batman is and the hero Gotham needs, he's gonna balance it. Like you could see more shit happen now.
And now he's gonna work on the Bruce Wayne facade, because you know, like that, the Bruce Wayne's always been the mask. Batman has been the person since he was 8 years old, seeing his parents get gunned down. So I would definitely like to see in the next film, like, because I don't know, the next film, it depends it depends the gap that they're shooting the next film. Because if it's like a year or two later, then I could see a more cleaned up Bruce with a solid haircut,
Who maybe has it all figured out.
exactly, playing off that billionaire playboy philanthropist facade. Or considering that, you know, the last time where the film left off, you know, Gotham was for the taking. You know, you had the flood, Gotham was flooded, all these villains were scheming. You saw Penguin and how that was scheming, which we're going to see in the Penguin series, how that follows up.
The Joker obviously is in this Gotham in the deleted scene.
Exactly. So we have that. So I don't know. Maybe by the third movie we get a cleaned up Bruce. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe does the Penguin show maybe help connect that in some way, shape, or form? Maybe.
For that gap too. Yeah.
Or maybe the Penguin helps establish some villains. Because he's going to Arkham. He goes to Arkham in the end, right?
Who?
Penguin.
No,
he doesn't go to jail, does he?
No, Penguin is out. Penguin is free right now. He's on the loose.
Oh, so maybe that is how it ties into villains and people who want the Batman gone.
Yeah, because I know what's his name gets out. I think maybe Salvatore Moroni.
Yeah, I don't remember, to be honest.
Because he was the rival to Carmine Falcone.
Yeah, and Falcone got.
And no, Falcone. No. Well, I mean, yeah. He got shot. Yeah, he got.
Yeah,
by the Riddler. I thought you meant he was the one that went to prison.
No. Yeah, he got shot by the Riddler.
Because they framed Moroni. Well, he wasn't framed. Moroni was part of that drug operation, but they basically
pinned it on him as a gang rival.
The DEA was involved. Some of Gotham PD was involved. So I think, wouldn't that be like a technicality or something?
Yeah.
Because like, I don't know.
It's all corrupt.
It's all corruption. So I think he would get out. So, and I think Clancy Brown, Mr. Krabs. Yeah, Mr. Krabs. He's playing him. In the Penguin. Yeah.
Okay.
So he's Salvatore Moroni.
Okay. You have me. Okay.
Yeah. So in the Penguin, you have Carmine Falcone's daughter. So she's trying to stake her claim on the operation.
And then with both of them having the money, maybe that will lead them to hiring,
some villains,
some superpowered villains to help take care of their, as they always say, we got a bat problem in Gotham.
Yeah.
We got a bat problem.
I mean, could be. I mean, look, bro, again, based on the first, like, the Batman, like, they could still do superpowered shit, and I wouldn't
for
be
sure
fazed by it. I think it could still work. Man, the only problem I have with this is because, like, the way they were talking about, like, building this Batman universe and all these projects that they plan to do with it, and you have this Penguin series. So for me personally, I would grow attached to Penguin on this. Any other characters that they involve, I'm already attached to this Batman world that Matt Reeves has created, so it's kind of hard to do the DC
Batman that James Gunn plans to do, with his Batman Brave and the Bold movie.
Yeah.
So I don't know, bro. I've always felt like you could incorporate this Batman into the DCU, but
yeah, maybe it's just because Gunn didn't want. Maybe Gunn wanted it to be its own thing because of the success of the first one, just how good it is.
Yeah.
Maybe he just said, my version of the character will be a lot different because I think. And we talked about it before. I think what Gunn's saying, he wants to take pieces of the animated universe and make that kind of the blueprint for his Justice League and whatnot. Like, that Batman obviously would be a lot different than Robert Pattinson's.
yeah.
So, I mean,
That's true.
I both could coexist.
I don't know, bro. I see them Photoshop pictures, and they make them World Finest poster, and they showed Robert Pattinson with David Cornsett Superman. I was like, you know what?
It'd be cool.
It would be cool. They could work. I think.
I mean,
they
hey,
could work
man,
together.
we saw the Flash. The multiverse
Multiverse
does exist in the
does exist.
I mean, Nick Cage is Superman.
I'm just saying,
somewhere.
bro. Again, bro, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be hard, especially to fall in love with this upcoming Batman that they have for the DCU. When
Right.
you have, because I fell in love with this Batman, this world that Matt Reeves has created. Since the first trailer came out, I was like,
Sold.
I'm sold.
Yeah,
bro.
no matter what. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I feel the same.
So I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like, people will talk about, oh man, it was a grounded Riddler.
It's a Riddler. It's a guy who tells riddles and has puzzles and tricks.
Exactly, and they're like, he copied.
Like he's kind of just a grounded villain to begin with.
But you could also say that because he was unknown, like nobody knew who the hell the Riddler was, so that they were trying to guess his identity. So that could be why he was wearing that shit. And you could see him in the future wear his more classic costume or something close to resembling that.
Yeah.
Because, like, everybody knows.
Established.
Yeah, everybody knows who he is. Edward Nashton.
Everyone knows his gimmick.
Everybody knows his gimmick.
It's riddles.
Exactly. He's not trying to hide from anybody no more. So I could
Right.
see him, like,
Yeah.
swapping costumes in future films if he wanted to,
I could see that. Yeah.
So, I mean, there's that, but yeah, man, Matt Reeves, bro. That is when I love this film just because of how it stands out as far as like cinematography and everything. Like, it just looks so
Beautiful.
real. So beautiful, so
Yep.
real, bro. Like, y'all probably think I'm dick riding on the Batman, but hey,
It's worth it's worthy of the
dick riding, yes. Because that shit was fucking amazing.
right.
I rewatch that shit every week.
3 hours every week.
3 hours.
3 hours every week.
3 hours of my life every week I watch because of the Batman, bro. That shit. That, Man of Steel, every week. Those are my two. But I'm excited. I'm excited for Batman Part 2. I'm excited for.
I'm excited to see who that villain's gonna be.
Yeah. That's I mean, I'm hoping it's somebody that we haven't got in a while.
Joker.
No. Joker, save him for either the last movie or whatever. But Clayface, I approve. Freeze, I approve. I kind of would like a something to forget about Arnold.
Yeah,
I would like to
the
forget
character needs another shot.
Yeah, he needs another shot after the Arnold experiment.
Honestly, Man-Bat would be kind of cool.
Man-Bat would be nice. I would.
That'd
like
be different.
That. Yeah, he would be a dope one. Kurt Blanchard. Court of Owls.
Yes.
Talon, give me that.
Yeah. Maybe like I don't know, Two-Face. Kind of feel like, well,
I think in the next movie you can
establish Harvey Dent.
Harvey Dent, yeah. Bring Harvey Dent along.
Yeah.
Don't make him Two-Face yet.
A proper Killer Croc would be nice.
Oh, that would be good.
Because David Ayers.
Oh, and you could do it because Gotham's flooded right now. So
yeah,
the streets flooded.
Yeah, makes sense.
Killer Croc.
That makes sense.
That would be nice. Ooh, also, this doesn't have to be for the next movie, but I want another Batman movie in the snow. They're around Christmas time.
Okay, that would be prime freeze weather. Yeah,
give me that one. Give me that. That would be one. Firefly. I mean, we were supposed to get him in that Batgirl movie played by Brendan Fraser.
You're right.
Never happened.
Shout out to DC, man. Shout out to DC.
Shout out to DC.
I would mind Scarecrow again, but like
another try. Yeah,
another try. I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, he's not a bad one.
Like, especially if you did Arkham Knight's Scarecrow.
Oh, menacing.
Yeah.
That
would be terrifying. Just make the Arkham series into a movie. That's the blueprint right there. That is your entire blueprint for Batman.
See, that is what I remember I said this on your show. I was saying, hey, bro, if they ever do a Batman, like if they do this right, and they incorporate some of the super villains and all the super powered villains, by the last final Batman movie, you should have a Batman movie set in Arkham.
Yes.
Where like Joker is the main villain, but like all of Arkham's patients are on the loose, so Batman is trekking through Arkham, trying to stop the Joker. Do that.
The Arkham games are the blueprint for because I think to me the Arkham games, it's just that's peak Batman. That's the best definitive version of Batman.
Facts.
With Kevin Conroy, because it's different every game. Like Origins, City, and Night. That's Batman.
That's it.
That's the blueprint.
That's the blueprint right there.
I think one could argue, Matt Reeves' version. It's flowing.
Yeah.
Into that direction, maybe. But nah, Arkham Batman, when he's throwing all the punches, it's over. And then when you're the last guy in the group and you get that close up KO, it's over for you.
Menace.
There's two things scary in life when you're a random thug. It's Batman when he's getting them 12 punch combos in on your buddy and you just sit there and watch in horror. Mm-hmm. Or so when you're fighting Spider-Man and you see that triangle and X pop up over your head because you're about to get cooked. Your grits you're done.
Insert William Dafoe image. Looking up.
You're cooked when you see those buttons above your head.
Yeah.
Or when Batman does the cape swoosh and stuns you. And then he just treats you like a punching bag at the gym.
And they say Batman doesn't kill. Yeah, right. He killed.
Nah, he killed people.
He killed in Arkham.
He beat a man to death. Like they were knocked out. You beat him to death eternally.
Batman put his damn Batmobile tire in someone's face and said, "Talk."
Like, nah.
You telling me that man didn't kill?
That man could definitely. Like I know when you go on detective mode, it may say unconscious, but no, they dead.
No, they did. Yeah.
100%. They ain't moving. They ain't.
They're done.
They ain't. They no. They dead.
But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it, bro. I really am looking forward to.
Yeah, for sure.
Matt Reeves and his film. I don't know how they're gonna do it with two Batmans. We'll see. I can understand like two different Batmans if you have an older version and a younger version. And you share them on screen and all that, but I don't know.
No, they were supposed to do Batman Beyond.
Yeah,
with Michael Keaton.
Like if you did exactly, like if you did a Batman Beyond universe and you did a Batman universe established, I could see that. But when you have two prime Batmans,
DC said if the Flash did well enough, they would do it.
Man, I don't believe that bullshit. We talked about it in our last CBM, man. Well, I do not believe the Flash was the reason why we didn't get a damn Batman Beyond movie. If you wanted a Batman Beyond movie, you could do a Batman Beyond movie.
Facts.
We came to Flash for Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton was the highlight from the Flash movie.
Yeah. He bodied a Kryptonian like in 2 seconds.
All I'm saying, bro. And it's new. It's a new take on Batman. And, I mean, nobody's done futuristic superhero films like that yet.
Gotham's future.
Yeah, Gotham's future. I mean, think cyberpunk style.
Yeah.
Like Blade Runner. Mm-hmm. Bruh. That shit would
in
sell.
In a city like Gotham? Where there's bad things going around all the time.
That shit would sell. That shit would do some numbers, man.
You do a fresh take on because really the only version of Batman Beyond we have is from the show. Mm-hmm. Which, I mean, animation, it's like, it's there. Like, you could do, you really have fun with, tweaking it and making it for live action.
Exactly.
But hey, DC.
Bro, I'm telling you, give me Denis Villeneuve to direct it.
DC
and you got something.
The Flash ruined it, man.
Man, that's just a lazy ass excuse just to get people. That was a lazy try. Nice try to get us to go see the movie.
They said, guys, go watch the movie if you want Batman Beyond. If you want Batman Beyond, go watch it.
Man, I didn't believe that bullshit for 1 second. I was like, man, Kevin Smith, what are you reporting, brother?
Who's paying you, DC?
Who paying you to report this shit?
Who wired the funds to your account to say that?
There ain't no goddamn way. That shit was stupid, but
DC's gonna DC.
Yep, like always.
Yep. You think Gunn cleared that comment?
Man.
You think that was a whistleblower just saying that?
And again, like The Flash, it's a fine movie. It's
a
fun.
cool summer flick.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun summer flick. I just think it's
CGI was god awful.
when you have that, but when you also have celebrities like Tom Cruise, who's talking about he's the greatest fucking DC film.
We should have known from Tom Cruise saying that, who probably has never watched a superhero flick. Because I feel like Tom Cruise is part of the mind of, oh, that's not acting.
Yeah.
You're not actually out there in Ireland filming this movie. You're in California in the green screen.
And even like Jaden Smith said, "Oh man, it's amazing." I'm just like,
Well, Jane Smith did The Karate Kid and that movie with his dad.
after.
Yeah, so I can't trust his film opinion either.
That is true. Let's see what else.
I can't believe Tom Cruise of all people said that. We should have known that. Nah, Tom Cruise's opinion is not valid.
Yeah, that's Scientology. I guess that must be a Scientology trait.
The CT from all them stunts you've been doing must be catching up.
Right. My CT. Yeah.
Michael.
Oh, man. Oh shit.
Oh, Tom Cruise. You keep doing you, Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Keep doing you.
James Gunn reveals Clark Kent's Superman legacy age.
He's gonna be 22.
Is he?
Figuring it in action. I don't know.
James Gunn. Okay, so yeah, moving on. Next subject, we're gonna talk about James Gunn revealing Clark Kent's age in Superman Legacy. So, according to Heroic Hollywood, James Gunn has disclosed a vital piece of information about his highly anticipated DC Universe movie, Superman Legacy. Taking to Blue Sky, a popular social media platform, Gunn confirmed that his Superman would be the same age as the actor who portrays him, David Corenswet. Born in 1993, David Corenswet is now 30 years old, indicating that audiences should brace themselves for a Kal-El who is in his prime.
Ooh, okay.
Given his age, the focus might be drawn to Superman's established career at the Daily Planet, one of the most recognized fictional newspapers in the DC universe.
Okay.
David Corenswet has been steadily making a name for himself in the entertainment industry with his impressive performances in various projects. He gained significant recognition for his roles in the hit Netflix series The Politician and the slasher movie Pearl. David Corenswet's Superman Legacy portrayal is expected to offer a more traditional take on the beloved superhero and his alter ego, Clark Kent. While recent iterations of the Man of Steel have explored different aspects of the character, James Gunn has suggested that Legacy features a return to the classic essence of Superman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm okay with this. I think, again, like whenever people talk about skipping the origin story, the first movie I think of is Homecoming, right? Because with Spider-Man, we saw Uncle Ben died twice in The Amazing Spider-Man, and then in Tobey's, we saw the great power comes with great responsibility spiel. Mm-hmm. In Homecoming, it was like, hey, it's established. It's already happened. Or, maybe it didn't happen.
Right.
Here's Peter Parker trying to figure out how to balance between Spider-Man and Peter Parker. And with Superman, it's kind of the same thing to where early on, he figured out how to be Clark Kent, Kal-El, the alien, and then Superman.
Right.
So to have an established prime Superman already just trying to do his own thing and fly around Metropolis, I'm okay with that.
I agree. I mean, I think maybe I wish a little bit younger, maybe like mid-20, like 25. Because I think, didn't they say like the movie, it's establishing him as at the Daily Planet and like he's just now working at the Daily Planet?
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking like, I don't know, because it's like, he graduated college, he went to college, I'm thinking he went to college at least, graduated.
I'd assume so.
At 20, 21, 22 years old.
Yeah.
So for those 8 years, what were you doing?
Superman stuff.
For those, so now he's just becoming Clark Kent. Huh?
Yeah. Now he's trying to figure out how to be a human.
Or being like Daily Planet.
Speak your truth, DeAndre. You're the Superman guy.
No, I'm just thinking like if he's starting out at the, because if the movie involves him starting out at the Daily Planet, wouldn't he be younger?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I suppose so. Unless he worked somewhere else before, building his credentials up as a writer and a reporter.
That is true. Yeah,
maybe
working at like
shot.
the Smallville Gazette or whatever.
Yeah,
Smallville. Yeah, that's true.
And
that's
then
true.
gets his big shot at the Day of the Planet finally.
You're right. I didn't think about it like that. That's true.
And to where he also, much like Peter Parker, has a direct plug to all the Superman stories because plot twist, he is Superman.
And I do like this movie not being an origin movie because again, like, I don't need to see Krypton get blown up again. I don't need to see Jor-El and Laura put him in the ship and send him away.
And then they cry as Krypton's destroyed.
Yeah, I don't need to see that shit again. And plus, be honest, bro, the way Zack Snyder did Krypton and Man of Steel, like, I just don't think there's a way you can top that shit,
Yeah.
That shit was fucking amazing, that sequence. So,
we know he crashed in Kansas. Mom and Pa Kent raised him.
Yeah. So.
And then they go, well, son, you're here's a spaceship. You kind of crashed in it.
Exactly. Like, I'm glad that they're not doing another origin movie because then already going into this movie, we don't have to compare it to Man of Steel because Man of Steel is an origin Superman movie versus this is a prime Superman movie being introduced right from the jump. So it automatically stops that comparison right there, which is fine by me.
Yeah.
So, but I'm looking forward to it, man. I think David Corns, he was my ideal casting when I was thinking about Superman. So,
he's got the jawline. That's just what it is for me.
Oh yeah, facts.
He's got that jawline to be Superman.
I definitely want to see how much he bolts up and whether or not they do just the actual like fitting costume or whether they add padding to it. Like I'm very interested in seeing what the costume is like.
Just don't grow a mustache.
Yeah. I've seen them, like James Gunn, he tweeted a picture of Superman. It was that black and red early on Superman logo. Not my ideal Superman costume that I would go with. I think it was the Fleischer Superman costume.
Mm-hmm.
That's not my ideal one. Like, I love the classic red and yellow emblem.
Yeah.
Give me that. So I hope that's just like a phase. Like, he starts out with that and then ultimately gets this one.
Yeah.
But we gonna see. But yeah, that was good that you brought up that point about him starting out with other newspapers, organizations.
As a media guy, I know. You
yeah.
don't just start day one in media.
That is true. And being a journalism major, I should have knew this.
You don't start out day one at the Daily Planet. You got to start with the Gazette.
Yeah, you got to start with the early
local
puff
paper.
pieces. Yeah,
the online
papers.
Blogs.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, okay, I see that now.
And then when he gets to 30, he's like, "Hey, I finally got the job." And guess what? My first story is going to be about.
Yep.
Superman.
And he's being introduced. He's probably going to be an intern. Well, either intern or just a small writer following Lois around.
Yep.
That's the costume, by the way.
So what's it, the 30s?
Yeah,
like
30s.
The very first show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, okay. I mean, I don't hate it, but like you said, I envisioned the red and yellow.
Yeah.
For that logo.
How do you feel about the tights?
I don't know. I feel like it's hard because heroes just don't wear tights anymore.
Yeah, because Javante and I debated this for the longest, but he's like, he gotta have the tights. I'm like, bruh, nobody has the tights anymore.
Wears tights.
If Batman has tights, then okay, you give Superman tights.
He doesn't.
But Batman doesn't wear tights anymore.
It's all it's all metal. And
Wolverine. We just saw the Wolverine costume. Is he wearing fucking blue tights with his shit?
Nope.
No, nobody wears tights anymore.
Suits.
That's the mod. People don't understand, bro. Is that characters grow and become modernized today?
The only one who does wear tights, it's Spider-Man, right?
No, he doesn't wear tights. He doesn't wear tights.
His suits are all
suits are just all fucking
Stark Tech. Yeah.
Well,
his new one might be.
But even his suit, it's like a one piece, and then it's like it doesn't actually like show underwear in his suit. Just like the legs are blue, and like it's not anything like that.
Nobody wears tights anymore.
Nobody wears tights anymore.
Nope. I mean, something like Henry Cavill's suit will just look fine.
Yeah.
CGI'd, or his was actual. It was an actual suit, right? Yeah.
Yeah, his was actual.
Yeah. So that's fine. I mean, tights. They were cool in comics and cool in the early on cartoons, but nobody wears them anymore.
Exactly, bro. If Superman is the only person wearing tights, then I'm gonna be like, What are we doing?
We got questions.
Yeah, what are we doing,
We
bro?
got questions here, James.
Like, come on, man. Like, nobody wants to see that.
All I know is in this movie, Nicholas Hoult has to be.
He has to be Lex Luthor. Bro, this is his origin story right here.
Bro, he's missed out on the Batman and Superman, and his only notable comic role is Beast. This man needs to be a villain. He needs to let out some anger.
Think about Lex Luthor. What his character literally
Hates Superman.
He hates Superman.
This is the fuel.
He has a growing hate. He has the fuel already. Use that. So, during our quick intermission, I happened to be on my phone and we got some breaking news to Superman Legacy, which we just
No way. Okay.
about. Yeah.
Okay, what you got?
So, Superman Legacy, the movie. This is from Vanity Fair. Superman Legacy, the movie that will mark the live-action rebirth of the DC Universe, has added 3 new actors to its cast.
Okay.
Each of them playing a superhero with a long history in the comic books. Isabella Merced, who I don't know if you, but she was in the last Transformers movie. No, not the Transformers: The Last Night. The god awful one, the 5th one.
Okay.
The little girl, Instant Family.
Okay.
The teenage, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So she will be playing Hawk Girl.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Hot Girls, bro. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Eddie Gathegi, or I don't know how to pronounce his name. Gathegi, Gathegi or something.
Okay.
Will be Mr. Terrific.
Ooh.
And he's the guy who played Darwin in X-Men. You know, one that fucking should have never died.
Well, this is redemption.
Adapt to anything, yeah. So he's playing Mr. Terrific.
Okay.
And Nathan Fillion will portray a Green Lantern, although not necessarily the Green Lantern. Apparently, Guy Gardner.
Okay. I picture Fillion as Hal Jordan.
Well, because he's
voiced him
several
times. So when I hear his voice, I think of Hal Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Guy Gardner
isn't. I would think isn't Guy Gardner is like younger than Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart?
Yeah,
because like he's like the immature one. So I would think.
Fillion to me, I know he's a lot older, but like his voice is Hal Jordan.
Yeah, because that's how I remember him too.
So Mr. Terrific, Hawk Girl, and a Green Lantern.
Yep.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
Same here.
Maybe. That might be too soon, but maybe...
Yeah, I'm thinking, like, Superman... I mean, for a Superman film, especially the first one, like...
Because maybe it's like...
Because weren't y'all the same motherfuckers that was complaining about Zack Snyder when he was throwing all these fucking characters into his movies? Without introducing shit?
Yeah, but does Mr. Terrific and Hawkgirl need an origin movie?
No.
Yeah.
But still, it's like...
But maybe they're forming a club of sorts, and they approach the Kryptonian of Metropolis about joining.
That's true.
Maybe.
I don't know, bro.
That's interesting.
It is weird because I'm just thinking, like, if a Superman film, I'm guessing the movie takes place in, of course, it takes place in Metropolis.
Right.
How does Hawk Girl come into the picture?
Yeah.
Mr. Terrific, maybe I can see him. How does Hawk Girl though?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Huh? Okay.
Yeah, but that just
so the breaking news there.
Yeah,
huh?
breaking news. Hey, Adam Schefter right here. I got my phone and everything. Or no,
that is interesting.
Or no, we're in basketball free agency right now. Adrian Wojnarowski. That's what I am right now.
That's interesting though. I will say.
Yeah.
I don't hate that because I'm very okay. That's cool. I don't know. Fillion to me, I always just listen. I hear him. And
Hal Jordan.
It's Hal Jordan. Yeah.
Like Guy Gardner, I don't know about that. I do like Isabella Merced as Hawk Girl. I like that. I like that.
And I'm singing now Eddie Cathedral as Terrific. I like that too. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, like before, I always thought like, oh, Jonathan Majors would make her great. Like when that shit, because I said it in a couple CBMs back, but when that shit started up with the whole allegations against him, I was like, hey, if Marvel fires him, bro, hey DC,
free agent pick,
get him on, Mr. Terrific right there.
I could see that.
So
yeah.
But he's not a bad choice either, and like you said, he deserves that redemption after what the fuck happened to him in X-Men.
How the hell do you adapt to anything except your own power?
Adapt to this, just
Kevin Bacon. such a cringe moment in that movie too.
Yeah, that was something.
How do you literally adapt to anything?
Yep, they're saying Guy Gardner. So
Just feeling. I mean, he's younger though than the other Green Lanterns. So
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like,
yeah.
So how old is John Stewart and Hal Jordan in this universe? Or are you for changing it around? We're making Guy Gardner the older Green Lantern.
Yeah.
You know, it's just.
Maybe he's like the mentor to Hal, assuming when they do bring him in. But that just would feel not right.
Yeah,
like it's supposed to be Hal Jordan and John Stewart, and then Guy Gardner's your third.
Exactly. Like if you're gonna have anyone training, it should be, depending on how you do it, either Hal or if John is the older one, then John's teaching Hal. And
yeah.
If Hal's the older Green Lantern, then Hal is teaching John, and then whoever taught them, it's mostly likely Kilowog, Tomar Ray, one of those guys.
Interesting though.
Yeah.
I'm still not sure about that.
Interesting though.
Yeah. That is
Interesting. So Hawkgirl, Mr. Terrific, and Guy Gardner, and Superman.
Yeah, Superman Legacy.
Okay, James Gunn, you piqued my interest. Not that it wasn't already piqued before, but now I'm like, oh.
Because wasn't there? I know there was a rumor, or not rumor, but confirmation that the members of the Authority were going to be in the movie.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to think like maybe this feels like overcrowded for a Superman.
Yeah, but I guess
for the first Superman movie, you know.
But I guess if he's already established, you don't need to waste time with the origin story and the startup. You can just jump right into him being like
that is
prime Superman.
That is true.
But still, like you said, it seemed like for this to be your first big DCU project, that just feels like a lot of characters you're throwing in. Because I mean, people forget like Iron Man 1, it was just really Iron Man.
That's tough, bro. Well, because they did say like Superman Legacy, like the heroes are established in that universe. Like it's not like where Superman becomes Superman and all these heroes start
like
becoming heroes
like
and getting
MCU.
their story. Yeah, it's not like the MCU at all. It's these heroes are there, they're established. Shit, you might see in Superman Legacy there's a newspaper. You might see in the background a TV playing. You might hear some news on Batman or some shit going on. You know.
Because even in the Snyderverse, outside of Batman, I don't think the other heroes are really established all that much either.
Yeah, like Flash was in secret.
Aquaman was in the ocean. Cyborg had just started. His accident just happened.
Yeah, and Wonder Woman for some reason was hiding from the world
because she was sad about Chris Pine.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, but it's just gonna be weird because well, not weird, but just different because like you said, we're so used to this startup and the origin to start everything. But here in Gunn's universe, it's all just already here.
It's there. Yeah.
We can just get rolling with the heroes.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
we'll see though.
We'll see. That's interesting though. That's interesting. Damn. Okay. Do you think? Well, in that case, do you think Superman's already do you think there's already a Justice League established?
I mean, that maybe they go out and recruit Superman.
Because if he's already prime, well, no, you can't recruit Superman. Superman would be.
I guess he founded.
Superman's a founding. Yeah, Superman's a founding member. So there's no way they would already have a Justice League and they're trying to recruit him now. I would. If he's 30,
I guess I would think if there's gonna be a guy you do try and recruit, it's probably Batman, right? Because Batman's always been the
one that he's not really established. He doesn't.
I'm a part-timer.
Yeah, I'm a part-timer. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have to do anything. I'm a part-timer.
Rest in peace, Kevin Conroy.
Kevin, man, he did his thing.
I'm part-time, remember? But no, I mean, yeah, that would make sense. I think
you what? We're all turning ourselves in. And if you feel guilty about your conscience, he's like, I don't have to do anything. I'm a part-timer, remember? Clear up. If you want to clear your name, do it yourself or some shit like that, bro. Batman, bro.
And they go, huh, it took a lot better than
I thought he would. Yeah.
Or when they're fighting those robots and he's like, I had to eject. I'm falling out of the sky now. It'll be real nice to have someone come get me because I can't fly.
Right. That would be a good time.
Bro, Justice League Unlimited Batman was the ultimate mixture of dark and humor.
Yeah. He was great, man.
Yeah.
I missed
But
him.
yeah, so I guess that would be the one guy you. But it's if these guys are already established, maybe the Justice League already is too.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
At the very least, Superman just started it up, and then he's going out to get the other heroes. Like if it's Superman and a bunch of B-listers, and then you go out and get your Aquaman, your Batman, your Wonder Woman, the Flash. You recruit them later on, maybe.
Right, but then it's like I'm trying to remember if I'm right. So is he starting out at the Daily Planet in this film, or is he like, let's say he's a year or two into the Daily Planet?
I think he's a year or two in.
Okay, then that's fine. I thought if he's starting out, then I'm like, wouldn't he be usually how it always is Superman is still figuring himself out as far as Clark Kent, you know,
Right.
becoming part of the Daily Planet, falling in love with Lois Lane and all that shit, and that happens before he ever becomes a Justice League member. Like all that shit happens before. So I'm just thinking, like, if he's a Justice League member already, and then they're trying to introduce this Superman who's new to the Daily Planet or being introduced as a reporter to the Daily Planet, like, just doesn't fit right.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know, man. Now I'm more confused, but I'm still excited.
I guess wait to see what all's established in Superman.
Yeah.
By the time, and who knows? Maybe Blue Beetle will help clear some of that. Maybe I don't know.
Nah, I don't think Blue Beetles has any tie-ins.
It's just going to be a part of Guns. Like Guns said, yeah, Blue Beetle could stick around.
Like I think his story for sure. Like whatever happens in the movie, you can tie into the universe. But as far as like Blue Beetle, I don't think there's any mention for that
cameos
reason.
Or anything. Yeah, for sure. But we'll see. I mean, it's a different startup for the DC versus Marvel, where you know, like the moment, like Vision says in Civil War, like the moment Mr. Stark announced he's Iron Man, everything else happened.
Right.
Here, the superheroes exist. Possibly the League exists in some capacity. Maybe it's just not well known yet. Maybe they don't have the big space station.
Yeah, the Watchtower.
Yeah, the Watchtower isn't a thing yet, so maybe that's just what it is. But they are already established, so we'll see.
Or could they be part of the Justice Society?
Oh, because Hawkgirl's a part of that.
Yeah. I don't know if Mr. Terrific has ever been a part, but maybe. Screw it.
Maybe you can create your own version of it.
Yeah.
The Green Lanterns have been around since the dawn of time. Or, I mean, not dawn of time, but back then.
Yeah. So, like, if you establish the Justice Society, like, I could see them recruiting Superman. That's fine with me. And then Superman
realizes it's bigger than we need more people or whatever. Yeah, that could make sense.
Yeah. That's...
But, hey... Intrigued.
Yeah, for sure.
Intrigued by this.
Yeah, that caught me by surprise, bro. I was like, Hot Girls in the movie? What? Like, okay, all right then. But, yeah, I don't know. I guess it does make more sense to me. This version rather than Snyder's, especially. Well,
for Snyder's was like a startup.
The problem I have with Snyder's, especially like with Man of Steel, which I love, but like as far as especially with the Flash movie and what it did with the Flash and how he was helping out during that day that Man of Steel took place where Zod was invading, then you had that scene with the Flash helping out the kid.
Yeah.
Batman is in that universe, so you have him helping out that day.
Bruce Wayne was there,
yeah. I don't know how I feel about Martian Manhunter just sitting by and just being like, well...
That sounds like a human problem.
That sounds like a human problem to me.
That ain't a Martian problem.
I always look back at that. I'm just like, yeah, I don't know.
As long as there's not a big fire coming towards me, that ain't that. I'm okay.
I'm glad that they got that actor for the role because he actually does have a pretty good voice for Martian Manhunter, and like, in some ways, it does make sense that he could be. But at the same time, like when I think about Man of Steel and how he just, it's like, hey, screw it.
Yeah.
You know, y'all got it. Y'all got it from me.
Hey, y'all do you.
Y'all do you. You know.
Peace to man.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Y'all got it. This seems more like a human problem than it is a Martian problem. So I'm gonna let
Martians all got beef with the Kryptonians.
Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all
vice versa.
It.
So
yeah, I'm gonna let y'all handle it. So I just always thought about that. Like,
that's not Martian Manhunter.
Yeah.
He loves man.
Or how about that scene when the what's called the World Engine, the World Engine was in the Indian Ocean. Aquaman couldn't just swim to the Indian Ocean and stop that machine by himself. Hey, you know, where were you at, Aquaman?
The Snyderverse. You
It's
gotta
your,
love
it's
it.
your planet too, bro.
You gotta love the
They terraform the
Snyderverse.
ocean. They terraform the Earth. Ocean life ain't gonna exist either. Where are you at?
You gotta love the Snyderverse for its plot holes.
Yeah. But there's things from Snyderverse that I love. Again, I love Man of Steel. I didn't like how Superman's direction was in Batman v Superman. But there were some movies I did like and did enjoy. But however, I'm not one of these Snyder diehards who is.
Oh, there were quite a few of them.
Oh, bro, they still cling on to this shit. They're like, bro, we need Zack Snyder, bring Zack Snyder back.
I'm
Just
good.
Like, no,
Just
let it die.
enjoy the Snyder Cut. Enjoy your 6-hour movie.
I went to that damn exhibit. I saw the script of what he wanted to do in the future movies. It was not great.
Enjoy the 6-hour cut you got, or however long it is.
And just be done with it,
Yeah, and take it for what it is.
Just, man.
Let it die. Let it die.
What did Kylo Ren say during Star Wars? He was like, let the past die or something like that. But do that.
No, there it is. Yeah, they got it up.
Nope. See, you knew it. Damn. Okay. All right.
Intrigued.
Yeah, intrigued indeed. I think that's all that we'll cover today. I don't think there's much other topics. Anything you got? Or anything you want to...
No, I'm intrigued by the Superman news.
Yeah.
Like, I think now the question is, okay, what all has been established yet versus what all do they still need to establish? Does the Justice League exist? Is it the Society?
Right.
And if so, what role does Superman kind of play into it? So I'm intrigued.
And he did say, like, because there was an announcement on Vigilante from Peacemaker. They said he's going to return in a project before Peacemaker Season 2.
Oh.
So what will he be in? Will he be in Superman Legacy? Who knows? At this point, he just might. But Superman Legacy ain't even the first project coming out from James Gunn's new DCU. Because the first project, I think, is Creature Commandos.
Yeah.
Which comes out next year.
Yeah.
Early next year, which is the animated series. But that's going to be interesting how that ties in because, it does involve a character that we've seen from James Gunn's Suicide Squad, which is Rick Flag, and it's Rick Flag Sr. instead of his father.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be...
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I'm intrigued as well. But what do you guys think about this latest news from Superman Legacy? That caught us by surprise today. The castings. Do you like these castings? Let us know your thoughts on it. And what do you think about them being in the movie? Do you think that takes away from Superman Legacy? Do you think it adds more to it?
Does Nathan Fillion make an odd choice for Guy Gardner?
I mean, I think everybody agrees that it's an odd choice.
They should agree.
Yeah.
But the Snyder fans think it's so out there. They probably think it's so out there that it actually is genius
It
in
actually
a way.
makes sense.
Yeah.
It's so dumb. It's brilliant. No,
Me to the
it's just dumb.
to the entire Snyder verse that it is.
Yeah.
In the end, it's just all dumb.
I used to be like on the side. Like I still was. Like I always was down for him getting his movie out and.
Oh, his movie's good.
Yeah, like I love the Snyder. It's definitely better than the fucking Whedon.
Yeah, I just had no faith in it going forward. Like,
Yeah.
it was cool. It came out, but
there was just some ideas. I was like, nah, this ain't it.
yeah,
But like, I was riding with y'all, bro. But then when y'all started trashing the Batman, that's when I knew, nah, y'all niggas is crazy. I was like, there ain't no way. They were like, nah, bro, we wanted the Batflick movie and all. Like, this is a terrible adaptation of Batman. I'm like, this is probably the best adaptation of Batman we've gotten on stream. Of course, we haven't gotten the Bruce Wayne part of it yet, but as far as the Batman shit, that's just perfection. But okay,
right.
I mean, y'all be y'all, but it is what it is.
You gotta love them.
Yeah, I love him. But yeah, let us know your thoughts on this latest news. But I think that will be all for this CBM talk. Alec, do you want to talk about the final drive? Promote that.
Yeah, so we are currently in the middle of redoing the studio up there at Sour Kids Productions. We're teaming up with Dre and Jay, I might add. We're going to decorate and co-run or co-own whatever a studio. We'll do our shows from there, both Dre and Jay and the Final Drive every month, and that's lots of fun. Lots of fun decorating and putting in all of our stuff to kind of make it our own studio. So it's great. Sour Kids has been super cool and cooperative and helping us get everything set up that we need. So we'll get started up here pretty soon. So
Yeah.
Just putting on some touches.
Looking forward to it. I know Dre and Jay, we're excited to be part of it, and because we've done several segments on the show with you, especially doing the final drive, but also like we did a CBM talk before, and it was really engaging. So really looking forward to it. You know, I'm looking forward to having like a revolving door of guests to talk about these topics that happen to occur within that week that we do those discussions. I know we talked about like maybe three shows a month doing it at Sour Kids. So it's going to be really dope. I mean, we'll do some from here, you know, with just me and Javante like we usually do, and then we'll also be doing some in the studio. So it's going to be awesome content that you guys are going to be doing.
Yeah, for sure.
Y'all should be prepared, man. Definitely be excited for it, looking forward. You know.
Yeah, sir, excited about it, and the studio will look nice when it all comes together.
Yeah,
touch of sports, a touch of superheroes, touch of
just a touch of us. You know, it's just us.
It's just us.
That's what we do.
So it's gonna be loads of fun, and I'm excited. Just can't wait to get it all put together. It will look nice.
Yes, sir.
So.
But yeah, that concludes this week's CBM talk. Let us know your thoughts on the following topics down below. And if you have any topics that you want us to cover in the following week, be sure to let us know down below as well. But that'll be all. I'm DeAndre.
I'm Alec.
And this is Dre and Jay. Substituting Jay with Alec. Deuces.